Hello, what's up guys? It's Pixelated-Apollo. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you guys are doing well, and we are back in World War I. This is the Great War mod for Napoleon Total War, and I am leading the mighty German Empire, and we are taking on that stanky fish. Jackie Fish, he is leading the Russian army, and just to make this battle a little bit more interesting, we decided to add, oh my god, he's got some vampires on his army. Look at this guy. No, but we are adding some AI allies. So we have the French supporting Jackie Fish, and we have the Ottoman Empire supporting my German army. So let's go ahead and look at the army comps and get this bloody battle underway. So I got 4 or 5 units of rifle infantry. This is the old style infantry. They look fantastic. And then I have 2 units of tanks here. Female tanks, the A7V female tank. And I have 3 units of the Imperial Marines. This is a nice light skirmishing unit. And then I have 3 Vanguard troops. So I've got 3 stormtroopers who can deploy outside of the deployment zone. So I have them in strategic positions ready to ambush the enemy. I don't really expect these guys to live. So they're making the ultimate sacrifice to give me the upper hand against Jackie Fish. So I have 1 here, 1 in the center, and then 1 on this small hill over here, or a fairly large hill. And this is the Spanish lakeside, by the way, the map. And then looking at, or actually, hold on, almost forgot the most important part to my army. I've got 2 units of heavy howitzers. These artillery pieces are very expensive, so that is why my army is very small. So hopefully they can do a lot of damage in this battle. Now looking at the Ottomans, who I gave them pretty much an identical army, but I gave them more troops, so they have some lower end troops. So I gave them some conscripts. They have some Imperial Guard, which is a really good infantry. Some Stormtroopers mixed, like 3 or 4 units of Stormtroopers mixed in their army. And then they have the standard rifle infantry. And he's also, or the AI is also bringing some artillery, some howitzer. I think they have just 1 howitzer. And that's pretty much his force. Let's move on to Jackie Fish's army, the Russian army. He's definitely going with quantity instead of quality. He just has a bunch of conscripts. So he's got like 7 or 8 units of them. And then he has the more elite Imperial Guard in the back here. He has I think this is a field artillery. Unfortunately, it's not showing the name, but I assume it's field artillery. And back here is his general. He has some mounted infantry over here. And he has 2 unique units. He's got the Polish infantry, and he has some Latvian rifles. So that's pretty cool. Never seen them before, so it's great to have them on the battlefield. Now looking at the final army, the French, mostly conscripts. Again, very similar to Jackie Fish's army. He's got some French Foreign Legion conscripts and he's got some heavy howitzers. Pretty fantastic. And he's also bringing a mail tank over here. We have the Mark II mail tank. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, conscripts and tanks and stuff. Let's start this battle, and it begins with some thunderous artillery. There we go. You can see the flash. Let's see if we get any good hits here. We can see the Russian forces moving forward. French and Russian forces moving forward. Let's see. Oh, yep, there we go. This is my favorite thing in this mod. I love artillery, and it's just so beautiful in this game. You'll see troops just fly all over the place. It's ridiculous. And there's so many troops on the battlefield that you're gonna hit someone almost every time. Oh, there we go. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Right there. This is what we live for, folks. Right there. So yeah, the Russian forces slowly moving forward. He has them in skirmish formation here, so they, so more troops don't die in the bombardment. And he's also pushing up a machine gun. So I forgot to show you this. He's got some light machine guns over here. So he's going to try to get in a good position and just spray down my forces. We do have some gunshots, I believe. Yes, my stormtroopers are firing, and I don't think Jackie Fish, well, he could see my troops firing here, but he couldn't see the troops. Like, he saw the flashes, the fire come out of the guns, but unfortunately he couldn't see the troops, so he couldn't attack them. But yeah, he's still moving up this machine gun. I am trying to hit it with my artillery, because this is going to be a, oh! You see that guy fly across the screen? That's ridiculous. He landed where my stormtroopers are. But yeah, he's trying to form up this machine gun, and I got to stop him, or he's going to kill a lot of my own troops. But he's getting closer and closer to my stormtroopers. So this is where I decide to make the brave charge from my stormtroopers, and there we go. They're going to charge in here and kill the machine gun crew. And just like that, look at the officer going in, leading these stormtroopers in the very awesome. Look at it. I love these black coats. That's a sexy look. So yeah, we destroy the crew and we're gonna fall back to the trees. And we also have some fighting over here where the French are located. Actually, you know what? The Russians, Jackyfish charging in his cav here. He's gonna go ahead and charge in another unit of mounted infantry. My stormtroopers are gonna hold their ground, and actually they're gonna fall back. they're gonna fight in melee, and I think that's gonna be it for my stormtroopers. They are close to breaking. Oh, rest in peace. I will remember you. I will remember all of you guys. I'll sing a song about you. The ultimate sacrifice. How brave. And we also have some fighting over here. I think Jackyfish sent up some of his conscripts. But look at all of the dead Russians. Look at, he's just stabbing a pile of dead troops, making sure they're dead. That is ridiculous. That is a ton. Like, the stormtroopers are so good in melee. And the conscripts, they are no match to these stormtroopers. So I'm feeling pretty good about this situation. Let's see what's going on in the center. The French are now pushing heavily in the center. Also, the Russians are making a great push here. I'm really focusing down my artillery in this blob of troops. So Jackyfish definitely needs to get his troops in position here. You can see the artillery just crash into the ground over here, taking out that French army, taking out the French Foreign Legion, which is a really good unit. So I'm really happy that we are taking out this unit. Got some conscript. Actually, we got some snipers. Look at this. Some snipers leading the charge. Probably trying to get in a nice position here. I just love seeing flying troops everywhere. It's fantastic. So yeah, we're doing all right. I'm moving up my infantry now, ready to face them. There we go. It looks like I'm set here, ready to fire. It's kind of hard to see with all the trees in the way. That's Spanish vegetation. There we go. Come on. Make a decision. There we go. Shots fired. That's our first volley. The stormtroopers are getting overwhelmed over here, so I think I just got them in melee, making their final stand, their final sacrifice for the German Empire. It will not go in vain, boys. It will not go in vain. We got a nice duel over here. I love the duels. Let's see if we can... oh, he's got a pretty intense battle. Who will take this one? I don't know. The French are coming in, though. It's getting very shaky. The artillery crashing in. I don't think he died, though. I think he just fell over. Yeah, he's getting back up. He's getting back up. The French are crawling. He might as well surrender at this point. Just surrender, dude. Oh my God. Okay, so we need to zoom out a little bit. That's giving me a headache. I still have my stormtroopers over here on this side. They are victorious. Still firing down on the Russian position. It's kind of ridiculous how these stormtroopers are still alive. They've taken on horde after horde from the Russian army. So we got some riflemen and the Polish Legion pushing forward, taking on my stormtroopers. And here comes the French just mindlessly. Oh, we killed the general. That was artillery actually killing the general. We got a direct hit. But yeah, they're mindlessly charging into my position. So I am just racking up kills on this French army. Let's go back to the front line here. Yeah, just look at them drop, and they haven't even properly set up here. They haven't even fired back yet. The French Foreign Legion leading the charge here. Let's see if they set up and fire. I guess they're just waiting to get in a good position. This is what I'm talking about. The AI is just so dumb. They are so dumb. I know I said this like 1,000 times already, but I just love seeing these troops fly all over the place, just everywhere. It's ridiculous to see blue men flying. Oh my God, such a cinematic mod. It really is. But I guess the French are going to go into melee here, try to charge in. You can see them running through the trees. Look how awesome that looks. The great Russian charge, great French charge, and my Germans are going to hold the ground here, hold their ground. And hopefully they will stop this Russian charge. We do have some French forces taking the high ground over here. My Ottoman ally, look at this. He's just been walking back and forth, not really doing anything, not supporting me in this fight, which is a bit tragic. And I sent most of my Imperial Marines over to this flank to try to, again, win on this flank. Again, my Stormtroopers, they're down to 48. They're less than half, and you can see the forces charging up the hill, ready to take on these stormtroopers. They're going to try to fire as many rounds as possible into their forces before they get into melee. And, oh, are they breaking? See, no, they're falling back. That's right, I'm falling back to Imperial Marine support. Look at, they're standing over the dead Russians who fought bravely over here a couple minutes ago. So there we go. Now we're in a pretty serious melee here. I love the animations. Oh! Oh! Awesome. All right, let's head back over to the center. You can see there's a massive chain route from the French, and my German forces are still holding the ground over here. So I'm doing pretty well. It's really about this flank that's most concerning. You can see that he's got troops on the hillside that are just peppering down my forces. I am now focusing my artillery on this side. You know, just trying to soften up those French forces. My tank, one of my tanks, they are in position, but they haven't quite fired in this battle. I don't know, tanks can be a little glitchy in this mod. Sometimes they just don't want to fire. So I'm just trying to get them in a good position here, because we do have a lot of Russians focusing down on this side. And unfortunately for Jackie Fish, he was having some pathfinding issues. Just because the mod, like the units are so large that it can get a little bit difficult. Now we have some French cab charging in. Going after my rifles here. This rifle unit is down to 14 men. So I definitely have been taking some casualties here and there. I do have some reserves though moving forward. Fall back. The Russian horde is too strong. There's another great charge. I just love this mod. I mean, Napoleon is just such a beautiful game. You got the like smoke in the background. It just looks great. That's what I'm trying to say. It looks fantastic. So the conscripts, they should be able to clean up my rifle troop here. They are down to like a few. This unit's down to 43. Trying to support the other rifle infantry there, rifle unit. And check out what's going on over here. We're actually winning on this flank, and I'm now moving down my Imperial Marines, the nice light infantry, being able to kill so many troops from afar, taking out those Russian troops. This is what is this? Okay, I don't know how to pronounce this name, but yeah, it's kind of like a grenadier type unit. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to say that name. Just look at the lighting. It's just so great. Just love Napoleon so much. Napoleon Total War. My stormtroopers actually survived the onslaught. That is amazing. So yeah, they're gonna hold their ground here. They're done for the battle. They've done their duty. So they're just gonna sit back and enjoy the rest of their time here. They don't have to charge in anymore. My rifle troops, they're still holding back over here, using this tank as support. Again, the tank's not really firing that much. And we do have a melee going on in the forest here. Small patch of trees. Oh, we killed the Russian general who did a suicidal charge into these Imperial Marines. But we took him out. Pretty tough to take on these guns here, just charging in head first. And that is looking great. So it looks like we are going to have victory here today. We just have to clean up the rest of artillery of the French and the Russians. But you can see really what's left of the French army is located up here on the hill. And finally, the Ottoman Empire is moving up their forces, ready to take on the French. So I'm just going to let them finish off the French, because my troops, they've seen enough action. They've sacrificed their bodies, all right? They've done enough. So we got a charge here. Of course, classic AI just charging in. I really wish CA would better, you know, I wish they would make the AI a little bit better, is what I'm trying to say. Words are hard today, dang it. There's that Ottoman charge. I mean, just look at the fight over here. I mean, it's amazing. Look at that. It looks so good. And this game is like 6 years old. It's crazy. Maybe a little less. I don't know. Did this come out in 2010, I think? So yeah, about 6 years old. I don't know. It's somewhere around there. Then we have more French conscripts charging in, taking on the stormtroopers. And you can see that Ottoman army over there. Look at that. Marching. That looks fantastic. And my troops are, well, I just decided to charge them in here. There's really no point in trying to fire down the artillery. Just get in there with your bayonets, and they should be able to take them out here. And just like that, the artillery is breaking. So now we're just down to French artillery, French heavy howitzers, desperately, you know, firing as many rounds as possible. Or not really firing at all, just kind of standing around, you know, they're just in shock. They can't believe what's happening. They're decisively losing this battle. And this is what's left of the French forces up on this hill, making their final stand against the Ottoman army. Artillery still crashing down from my howitzers. I love it. This game is so cinematic. So, yeah. Oh, we actually have some Russian forces over here. Imperial Guard going at it. So, I mean, this is like the last stand, obviously, from these troops. The two Imperial Guard are fighting. I've got my rifle infantry. It's going to be a tough fight for them because they're taking on such an elite unit, but they do outnumber them. Oh, my officer, he's down. He took a bayonet to the gut. That's too bad. And here comes my infantry charge. Again, just taking out the artillery. Not that they were even firing. They're just kind of standing here. Classic AI, just too stupid to know what to do. So here's that charge. Look at that. Look at the officer. Officer's like, bonsai. Like, what are they? Why is he going in like that? With the little dagger. He's like, I'll charge in with my dagger. So, yep, that's going to clean up that mess. And the Russians still holding their ground, even though they lost their general. This is the Imperial Guard. They did not break easily. And they're close to breaking there. Only a couple more seconds. But it seems like they're fighting to the death. This one is finally breaking. A unit of 5. They're going to go back to Russia and hopefully rejoin the war. Do a counterattack. My artillery did excellent this day. Still focusing down the French forces. I just love the sound effect. It's just so good. It sounds so good. But this unit should break here pretty soon as well. This is no longer a battle. This is a massacre. It's what happens when you try to take on the German Empire. And this is the French final stand. It's got like 1, 2, 3 units. And this unit is a tank. So that's good. You know, they got a tank. We're going to go ahead and fast forward a little bit. Because, you know, I think it's pretty clear who's going to win this battle. But I will just press play and watch this final conclusion here. The French firing as many rounds as possible before the Ottomans charge in. And now it looks like the French are going to charge into melee here. I should probably stop firing my artillery, but I didn't care. We're fighting around what's left of this tank. Oh, flying troops all over the place. And there we go. The French forces are breaking. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to officially conclude today's battle. We do have a last stand here. They got a bunch of chevrons. They did pretty well, but yeah. There's no way they can take on that force. And that's it, guys. So I got a ton of kills there, mostly because of the French just mindlessly charging in. My ally, surprisingly enough, did pretty well, considering that he was sitting back in the corner for almost like the entire battle until the very end. So he got 898. I got 3,039. Jackie Fish getting 798, and his ally, the French ally, getting 677. So looking at the stats here, who got the most kills? My rifle infantry getting 485, and then stormtroopers, oh yeah, 420 no scope. doing great. I'm just going to stop. And then the heavy howitzers getting 293 and 272. I was actually surprised that the howitzers didn't get more kills. But yeah, look at these kills. A lot, just crazy. A lot of them over 200, over 100. Pretty great. My general getting 0, Imperial Marines getting 0, and my female tank getting 0. Really? This tank got 187 though, so that's pretty good. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. I'm definitely going to be playing this mod more because, well, I feel like I haven't been playing it lately, and it feels really fresh. You know, it's a refreshing mod. So if you guys have it downloaded, just let me know. Join my Steam group. I will make announcements whenever I'm playing and looking for players to play against. So, you know, be sure to look out for that, and hopefully I'll meet you on the battlefield. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this battle, and I will see you next time.